How's it going, everybody? So I was at the gym. What else? I did get I wanted to look at Girl with a Dragon Tattoo for starters. Um, because that had the 7-Eleven logo on it, remember? And then they had sex. And I told y'all then, I was like, it's the sex act, which was how the Know Your Enemy series described the obelisk facing the dome, the lost, phallic symbol of Osiris and the womb. And so it's a spiritual fusion that takes place between Lucifer and so here's this girl with a dragon tattoo. See the 7-Eleven, and there's her dragon tattoo. This is a scene in the movie. And do you see this bright? That is a total lunar eclipse of 7-Eleven. How in the world did we not remember that? That's what they're telling us. There is no doubt. But is it just more false positives? I mean, the false positives can be very defeating. And since I live alone, it's just what I do. I don't have nothing else to do. And the Lord's put me in this spot. And so I wanted to go over, well, let's look at the date first. Okay, so, and there's two different Girl with a Dragon tattoos. There are movie Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. There's two different kinds. There's this one. And then there's this one. Oops. Okay. Wikipedia. So that's the 20. That's the novel. Okay, and there's your 2009 one. So you got February 27th, October 1st, December 12th, December 21st, and December 26th. Wow. All right, hang on. Let's crank these things up. By the way, the one came out just after my divorce, like 25 days after my divorce. The European one. They're both excellent. And the Americana version, 2011. Okay, hang on. Well, I'm getting that set up. This car tag, the 98 fused with the 88, and a 36 and a 68, like the reversing of the 86ing. The 98 is also a reversing of the 86ing because he's risen and he's got his crown. And it's from V for Vendetta. And yeah, and there were a few other things I wanted to show y'all before. Well, I'll be. I think I lost him. Hang on. Things that I got into at the gym. Red Mustang in the middle of SMU football field. Red horse, red horse, red horse, red horse, red horse. It's the SMU Mustangs. They're not even going to show you the red horse in the middle of the field, are they? Yeah, they will. Isn't that something? You think they'll let us download that and show it to you without too much effort. The night my son was born, there was a gigantic game played on that Saturday night. It was Texas at SMU, October 22nd, 1983. This here has the box score. Texas at SMU, box score, October 2nd, 1983, Sports Reference. It's 15-12. Now that's just hilarious. 5 plus 5 plus 5 and 6 plus 6. And I know somebody where 6 is their marriage number. Isn't that just fascinating? The game was at SMU, but they lost. And but that game was at that Red Horse Field. Are we already at Red Horse time by October 22nd? That's 8 days away. 7 days away, basically, by the time you're probably watching this. Adam, Old Testament, 120. Strong's Concordance, Hebrew, H120. Adam. Let's just 120 times Eve is 2332 in the Old Testament. There's your 79, 98, rising on 79 or 97, which is November 7th. November's the 9th month. October, octagon's the 8th month. September was the 7th month. Decade. December, the 10th month. 98, the crowning. And then, of course, the cleansing of the church, all fused together. 7, the number for cleansing. 12, the number for the church. 84 is 12 times 7. And, of course, our 27. That's what, ever since I've known Candy, there's been a 27 in our combined number times the year. Since 2005 through this year. Let's go New Testament, Adam, 76 times Eve, 2096. 59. The offing date, November 5th. November 5th. 296, of course, is the 8th progression of 37. It's just mind-blowing. It's like it never ends. Okay, now I'll set up Girl with a Dragon Tattoo. By the way, I just noticed my inbox, 9795. Ah, what? November 7th, November 5th. All right, so Girl with a Dragon Tattoo. You go December 21st, 2011. December 21st, 2011, winter solstice, to our 11/5 offing date, and we get 397, the rising date. If you go to the rising date of the 7th, you get 3974, 10, 10, 17. How many hours? 9, 5, 3, 7, 6. It's just so layered, isn't it? It's just, it's never ending. You go to the 26th, 3969. Got all their numbers on that rising date. 3970, if you include both dates. I'm sorry, 3970 when you go to the 8th. If you go to the 7th, and include both dates, you still get the 97. And in the hours, you have the 95. It's never ending, is it? Nope. The last one is December 12th at a premiere. $398.3. So you got your 98 for the 98th verse, which is the crowning. It'll be the same on 11/8/88, 98.4. Just like the other number had us at the Adam and Eve thing. That's brutally fascinating. If you go to the offing date, the fake event, 398.1. So the girl with the dragon tattoo is a massive hit on what we're looking for. If you go to the older European version film, February 27th, 2009. Four, 999 hours, 119,976. Okay. 13 years, 8 months, 9 days. So for your 138, it's not, nothing's going to change much when we move it over to the rising date, 5001. 5001. 13 years, 8 months, 11 days. You got 138 coding with 88 coding. 8 times 11 is 88. It's just more mind-blowingness. And then in Germany, it was released on October 1st. So let's go to Rocktober 1st. 4785. Nothing much that I see there. I don't think it will change when we go to the 5th. Yes, it is. Murder code 4783 right there. Boom. Absolutely. None of them failed. None of them failed to deliver. Direct hit, every one of them. Means nothing. Fallen Angels knew we'd be doing this. Being set up for failure? Why, certainly. Why would they have it any other way? But we're just going to go with it. So Christian has given us 2 offerings here, both from the same video, election time as we know election time as we now entire the highest level time for the event. That's just great. That's fascinating. I don't know, man. That's not speaking the language very well, is it? That is not showing off skills. That's what it's not doing. Election time as we are now in the highest how do we say that? Election time as we are now at the highest level of alert. For the event, in my opinion. That deserves absolutely no views when you cannot even make a coherent statement in your title. Deserves no views. And it got 12. That's deserved half that. Election time as we are now at the highest level. There we go. We got you. But Christian was still nice enough to make a contribution. All right, let's go. And by the way, let's now jack it up, recycle it. Election time, as we are now at the highest level of alert for the event, in my opinion. Nice. Now I can read this without shame. Anthony Robert McMillan, OBE March, known professionally as Robert April's. I know you have mentioned Scotland a few times as you related to Trump, the connections. My DJ name, Christian Scott. Let me see here. I find a little interesting. February 24th is the 55th day of the year. 1955, Steve Jobs, American businessman, co-founder, Apple Computers and Pixar, born February 24, 1955. Apple. That's your birthday, isn't it? 224. Apple, the forbidden fruit. Pixar, like the image of the beast, connections to 55 and 224. Good stuff, my friend. Good to hear from you. All right, so that's everything, right? Oh, Hurricane Ian. So Ian is I A N 91114. That's 911 coding. And in gematria, our old friend did the gematria on Hurricane Ian, and it came up to 121 Antichrist. So that blows our mind a little bit there. More Fascination Street. Was there anything else I wanted or needed to share with y'all? Bye, Job. I think I've got it. I think that's it. All right, tomorrow's a heavy duty day as we begin. We've told you all about Saturday. George H. Walker's inauguration. Apollo 1 fire. Take shelter. It arrived today. Take shelter did. It arrived. So I'm going to watch it. Good Lord willing. Donnie Darko's director's cut. Princess Diana event. Donnie Darko, October 2nd, 1988. Date. And, you know, let's not forget the transfer portal. I wanted to go back and show y'all that. I went back through that in my head again. The transfer portal. When we portal, was it 66 days? What is it that gets us on November 5th? Yeah, it's that one. What gets us to that one is St. Patty's Day. And then if we go 64, the rising day, November 7th, gets us to the Ides of March. And when we do 63 through the portal, it's Pi Day, or the third marriage progression. And it gets us to November 8th. And why third marriage progression? First marriage was March 12th. The next would be 313 coding, and the next 314 coding, because the first marriage was 312 coding. 313, of course, March 13th. And 313, the frame, right? The frame 313, Kennedy. But we can never forget 3 times 12 times 1983. my first marriage, when you run the numbers, it had the 138 for Donald J. Trump and 88 for Trump. Trolled my whole life. That's what we've been getting at. This whole thing is just perfectly connected by the Lord. The Lord's set every bit of this stuff up. He has Satan run the dark side. And of course, he has us running the good guy side, church side. Just fascinating. You look at the next progression, you see 713. Well, another way to progress it next would be 714. Guess when my second marriage was? July 14th. That's right. I'm Candyman. I know, it just never ends. How fascinating. And I was her 88. It was already embedded in my first wedding day. It's so crazy. It's crazy. And yeah, my divorce date was 88. 88 days left in the year. It was October 4th. October 1985 calendar.
Here are some pictures that match.
I always thought it was October 5th, but that's on a Saturday. And now I was like, nah, it was my high school sweetheart's birthday. It was October 4th. Sorry, that's so blurry. October 4th. And so that's day 275, 276, 277. It's 88 left in the year. If you go 88 times 1985, what do you get? Okay. Times 277. 48386. You got the 883, the 38, and the 86ing. Times the fourth day. 4 times 1985. 79. There it is. My divorce date number of the day. Times 277. Got murder code again. Just go 277 times 1985. $98. Okay. Times 4 times 88. Yeah, we already did that. Okay. Bada boom, bada bang, bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, bing, bing. So 71388 on my wedding day. And then on the divorce day, 88 days left in the year. And I was her 88 candies. It's her first marriage with her first husband combined, 87. Next will be 88. November 8th, November 7th, November 6th, November 5th. The only other one is November 6th, which portals to John 3:16. So it's like they all 4 days, November 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, they all have a meaning. And March 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th. Anything else? I think we're quite done here. All right, love y'all. Thank you for your time.